Hi. Today we are on our sixth day of the workshop on how to prepare for interviews. In the last session, I was telling that I am going to talk on why should we do SWOT analysis on our own self, isn't it? Now let me tell you these four aspects of our self. That means strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges. If we don't mind these things, there are four major problems that we are going to face. First and foremost problem is if you don't know your strength, or you know your strength but you didn't reveal it when you are getting into the interview panel. That means you have a danger of having the recruiter's confidence in you lost. What happens nowadays? It's an era of self-branding. When you are not ready to tell what you are good at, what are your strengths, who will know who you are? It is our duty to tell what we are good at, what we are capable of doing. That is where the strength comes. So when you don't know to express yourself, you to reveal your strengths to the panel, how will they know? They may only know the physical paper that speaks about you, but they would want you to tell through your own emotions and commitment with passion when they interview. If you can't do that, then you are losing the confidence of recruiter in you. Just because you can't tell your strengths. Okay. Now, second point, opportunities. When you are not able to identify your opportunities, what happens? You will not grow. You will be wherever you are now. Even years after, if you look back where you were, you will be the same place now also. So what happens when you don't know to identify your opportunities? You are not going to move anywhere. You will be on an exercise bicycle. When you are on an exercise bicycle, what happens? You are not moving anywhere, but you are doing a lot of things, isn't it? That will only happen when you don't know to identify your opportunities. Next, weaknesses. You know something? There are a number of failures just because the candidate was not able to tell his weakness, his or her weakness. Why? Why? If what a recruiter thinks if you can't reveal your weakness? None of us are all perfect. None of us are 100% full, 100% complete. So all of us will have some weaknesses. Either maybe your emotion is your weakness, or maybe your skill, lack of skill is your weakness, or maybe your age itself is a weakness, or your background might be a weakness. So these things, if you are not able to reveal to the panel, definitely it's going to not get you anything. Okay, so what happens when you can't? And one more blunder that we do in when we are asked to tell about weakness, we might say, I don't have any weakness. Is that possible for a human being to not to have any weakness? Possible. It is impossible. So you should be aware of at least 3 weaknesses. That's why I wanted you to write that assignment. Okay, now let us get back to challenges. When you are not able to meet challenges, fight challenges, you are losing further growth. You may not be growing any level. Wherever you are, you will be there just because you have that challenge for which you don't have courage to meet. For example, maybe when you join an organization, their requirement was up to what you have, so they took you. Now, you are there for years together. And within this period of experience, they might expect you to have some improvements in your skill level, knowledge level, or at least personality wise, some changes. Isn't it? If these are not happened in a period of expected duration, definitely they will understand you are not ready to take any challenge. That is what it is understood. When we are not ready to take any challenge, what are we doing? We are surrounding one circle we put. That circle is nothing but comfort zone. We got into a comfort zone so that we are not ready to move out of that zone. That's what management understands. That's what employer understands. So when you are not ready to face challenges, it means you yourself are digging graveyard to get away from the job. Okay. So these are the 4 aspects of self-awareness that we all of us should be ready with just to equip ourselves to attend an interview. With this, we are closing for today. We are going to get into the analysis of organization with a different tool. Thank you. Bye.